So for today's video, we're going to be doing something quite risky. I'm going to show you 4 risky plays that you could quite possibly make quite a decent gains. And what I mean by that is quite literally, if we take a look at the book of AI Meow, funny name, but if you look at the chart, you see exactly what I mean. The total market cap is at 1.24 million and the circulating supply for this one is at 1 billion. Taking a look at the chart, guys, look at this. This is potentially a super early meme coin that could quite possibly do some insane gains. However, that doesn't go without taking any risks. When you look at any of these meme coins, whether they're on my favorite lists, whether you go through your favorite list or on any chains, you got to make sure you do your due diligence. And my responsibility is to only advise that none of these are financial advice. Most importantly, you got to do your legwork. I can present you the videos and show you some of the charts, and the rest is up to you. So if you find it interesting, guys, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. So let's continue with the video. So with book of AI Meow, guys, this is quite hot. I will leave all the addresses in my info section. If we do see a breakup above this level right over here, then we could see a potential continuation to the upside even much higher. With the market cap only being 1.24 million, we can easily 10x from here. It'll put the market cap at 12.4 million. We can also do potentially 100x from here. Now this is a healthy sideways action upon the first release of the token. We didn't see a massive push to the upside and then a massive capitulation back to the floor. We are seeing a healthy move to the sides. Guys, this could be potentially a worth risk gambling on, because at the end of the day, guys, you just don't know when these meme coins will in fact drop down to zero. I'm sure if you're used to the Solana network, then guys, you must have seen so many memes being pumped and dumped like crazy. Hopefully you would have taken your profit and left some house money just in case it continues its way to the upside, which it had done with quite a few different tokens. However, not all has that staying power or can continue its way to the top. So for this one, guys, I'm putting out to you, it is extremely biohazard. It's not your crypto friendly token for someone who's new, so it's going to get wild and definitely high volatility coming in. So currently the liquidity within this is actually $700,000 and the 24-hour volume is at 2.22 million. This is actually worth putting in whatever you can afford to lose, because ultimately if we do see the 10x from here, it'd be worth taking your profits and just keep your initial trade in and see what happens with this one. So in my next video, we're going to be coming back and to cover book of AI Meow and see how we get on. Now, why don't we move over to Game, because Game had done some retracement from yesterday, but it looks like we could be on our way back up to the top. Yesterday's market cap, when I looked at this token, it was sitting at 91 million, and the total circulating supply is at 6.88 billion, so that's not too shabby, guys. Taking a look at the chart, look at this, that nice move to the upside from here to there, with them being bouncing sideways here for a little bit. And now it looks like we could be pumping our way back up to the top. If this was to happen, guys, then this would be quite a bullish move, because even with a market cap of 91 million, we can still do 10x from here. It'll put the market cap at 910 million, and we could do some more. I doubt this would be a 1000x play because the market cap is quite high already, but we never know what could happen in this crypto space. In fact, we could even go as far as 9.1 billion. Who knows? I'm only putting these coins out to you so you could do your own research. So you could either look for a possible entry right over here, guys, and if that's the case, you want to be coming up, you want to hold once we do come back up to retest this level there, and then if we see a nice break up, we could be coming back down to retest the what used to be resistance, now support, before we continue our way to the upside. However, that is just one way of looking at this, especially if you're hodling and you don't care where to position yourself. The most important thing is you have to really position yourself well before entry. Reason why? Because that way you don't have to worry too much about the downfall, which means whenever we fall down, for instance, let's say for example from where we are now, if you bought here and then we dropped all the way down there, you might not be able to stomach this move. So if that's the case, why don't you guys wait until you see a breakup confirmation? Technically, you could say this is a breakout. No, not breakout. You can technically say that this is a potential continuation to the upside. So the first level, it will be right back up here. Now that wouldn't be too bad of a move, but you'd still want to wait for a better position of entry, because even from here to there, it won't give you that much in profits. You'll be looking at, on a short term, like 22% move to the upside, but you're not here for the 22% move to the upside. You're here for the real 100s and a couple of X's of your portfolio. So what would you need to do? Couple of things. Either one, we wait until we see a drop much further down here to retest this level, or otherwise, because we saw a pump to the upside, which is higher than this one, this bit here could be a continuation move to the upside, because right now it looks like we are almost doing like a rounding bottom from here, which could mean that we should be on a bullish continuation to the upside. We have just printed a candle now, say it's like a small green candle. If we blast the way out, that would be a good entry from here, because ultimately we could be going much higher from here. So it's worth keeping an eye. If you enter now, just be patient, and most importantly, have a bit more bags on the side, because in case if you drop a bit more, you can always add more to your bag before we continue our way to the upside. But so far, guys, this bullish, or should I say this chart is looking very bullish. I reckon the next leg up should be on a way up. But certainly keeping your eye on this and see what goes on with this chart. So make sure you have it on your wish list or your favorite list and just pay attention. So anyway, let's move on to the next coin, and that is, I had it here somewhere. Oh, that's it, Mumu. Mumu is doing pretty well, guys, for today. So far, we are 12% up for the day. If we take a look at the market cap, it's at 69.37 million, and there's circulating supply of 2.33 trillion. Currently, the price is at 0.402976. If we just check out the chart, this is looking very bullish. Yes, guys, so that means if we continue our way to the top, we just need to wait to see that retest from the highs. The moment we break up, even you can enter from this move. This sort of strategy tends to be my intraday type of trades. Reason why? Because I do like my breakout trades, because usually on crypto, whenever we break out from certain levels, we do tend to continue our way to the upside. More than 50, I say about 50% of the time, what we tend to see is that retracement. So I always have extra on the side just in case if we see a breakup, followed by a retest before we continue our way to the top. Now, this could be one way of looking at this as a trade. However, if you're super bullish on this project, if you don't care of entering in a particular set level, you can always enter here. For instance, if we do drop, you're going to add more to your bags anyway for a possible continuation to the top. Now, we do look bullish nevertheless, so that means it still might be worth heading or getting into this trade. We can still easily see 10x from here. I would keep an eye on what we do from this level right over here, because ultimately we could see a possible pullback into this level. But looking at the chart from a bird's eye view, it looks like that we've been doing this, and that normally gives me a bullish continuation move to the upside. So just pay attention, guys, what happens here, because ultimately this could, or I'll say about at least nearly 60% of the time, the sort of shape and formation shows us that we should be going back up to the top. So we can easily see a 10x from the current market cap. This one is a new meme coin, so that means he hasn't experienced any bull season yet, so it could go extremely parabolic. It's got fairly high circulating in supply. The market cap is not too bad, so we can quite easily see this at least at minimum 10x, which will put the market cap at 691 million. We could even see 100x from here as well, but that really depends on the fundamental and the marketing side to this coin as well. Let me know, guys, if you are bullish on MUMUTHE. Either way, guys, this could be a pretty big move to the upside coming in for this space. Now let's move on, and the next one is Nami, THEF, CATE. Guys, these meme coins names are way too hilarious, but anyway, let's dive into this one. This one seems to be quite bullish, and the market cap has been fairly decent actually for quite a while now. I've literally missed out on this coin and I kind of regret it. However, we did see a nice pullback for this one. So that pullback is quite essentially when we made that massive blow to the upside. See, guys, usually what happens is whenever we see a meme coin do this, where we at first, the day of release, it goes up, comes back down. If we don't see a crazy pullback way below, that means chances are this could have some pretty decent move to the upside. So looking at this one, for instance, we went up, we came back down, we retested this high, gone slightly higher, but ultimately we pull back. The second we've blown out from here, that should have been an easy re-entry, or should I say entry into the chart, because what we saw was we had to come back down close to this level over here. As soon as you saw an engulfing this one here, that would have been a nice entry on our way back up to the top, or should we say shooting straight up to the top. Then we made this healthy correction back down like so. Then ultimately we went sideways, and now it looks like we are rounding up for a continuation to the upside. Now this, guys, could be a very bullish setup, because I always love to see a rounding off bottom like this, because usually that is a bullish move to the upside. If you check my on Chloe as well as Wojak, I've always said to you guys, whenever you see something along the line like this, just keep an eye on its charts, get ready to enter for a trade, because this is usually a bullish move to the upside. And just like what we saw from Wojak, we actually exploded after this move like so, much like with Chloe as well, and I could see this one doing the exact same thing. And this whole chart setup, it looks very, very bullish. I reckon we should be able to retest back up to the last all-time highs, which would be right up here. Now, how far are we away from the current price to that all-time highs? We're about 165% move away from the top, so you can easily 1x, over 1x and a half of your trading portfolio for this one. Is it a extreme risk? Of course it is. Any meme coins are, especially within the Solana network. However, this one looks fairly bullish, and I would consider of entering for this one. So Nami is looking very good. We're going to be revisiting this coin in the future, so we will check in again tomorrow and see what goes on. And guys, you will find all of these contracts either via the DEX tools, or if you go into my info section, you can find these details for yourself. Let me know if you're holding this coin and if you are bullish. Quickly, let's take a look at the market cap. It's at 2.26 million, circulating supply of 951 million, which is pretty cool actually, because we can see potentially many X's coming in for this one. Obviously, by looking at the market cap, guys, we can still do an easy 100x from here, quite possibly 1000x as well. I doubt we'll see 1000x, but you never know in this space. We need to see a lot more liquidity coming in. Holders 61,000, that's pretty decent. 24-hour volume only of 510,000. Guys, this could be a gem. We're going to be watching out for this, that is for sure. So there you have it, guys. So now we've covered quite a few coins. Let's see if we can find one more. Yes, I know which one. I know which one. Oh wow, lfgo has gone up, and it remains around about 104%. That's pretty sick, guys. Watch out for my next video, which will be coming shortly after this one, and we'll be going through some of these other meme coins. But guys, check this out. With Maneki, we are extremely bullish for this token. My gosh, market cap is at 153 million, and the circulating supply of 8.88 billion. This is pretty decent coin, guys. Even though we've missed this massive move to the upside, we shouldn't pay too much attention to the missed opportunities, because in crypto we're always going to miss opportunities regardless. So what do we do for the meantime? For the meantime, we always wait for some form of retrace, which we saw right over here. In fact, let me just blow up the charts. We then saw a retrace round about over here, which is pretty decent, only when you see a confirmation of a move to the upside, something like this, which I'll show you right now. This could be a great educational moment for you guys, especially if you haven't been really focusing or haven't spent time trading or learning how to spot a possible reversal. This one here is definitely one of them. Reason why? Because after making a move much further down from the top like this, guys, when you see eventually we do go like sideways for a little bit, we should be checking out for a trend reversal. You could actually say this bit here is in fact a trend reversal. Whenever you see a breakup from this level up here, it means if we zoom in a bit more closely, so check this out, guys. So just by zooming in a little bit more closely, what we can see is this. We came all the way back down to over here. We then did like a sideways movement here for a little bit, and then ultimately we saw an engulfing green candle. We then saw like a pullback. This area here could be a nice little entry, or nice decent entry for a continuation to the upside. Only thing is, you just got to keep an eye on the chart and make sure we don't break any further below here, because trading is speculative. So this bit here is quite a decent level of entry, because even if you don't enter at this engulfing green candle, you just wait for a retrace back into that sort of area, you enter anywhere around about there and hodl and see how we get on. So just by doing that, guys, we would have gone up and continued our way to the top, and then we have persisted our way all the way literally back up to the near all-time highs. And what we see right now, we're not too far away from our all-time highs. In fact, let me pull out the horizontal line and turn that into green. That is the area that we would like to see a retest. So from the current price to that all-time highs, we are around about 47, about 45% move away from the all-time highs. This move itself is pretty decent, I reckon, because once we do see a breakup and above the last all-time high, I could only see a continuation back up to the top. How much higher can we go? Judging by the tokenomics, I can see at least a 10x, maybe a little bit more from here. Any much more than that, I'm not quite sure, guys. I'm not quite sure, but we will keep an eye on this one and see what goes on with Maneki. If they've got huge things going on behind the background, i.e. on the socials, any latest thing coming out, any use case, utilities, gamings and whatnot, then yes. I haven't done my research into this, but I have noticed there's a huge trend of people showing interest in Maneki. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you find this video useful and informative. And if you haven't done so already, head over to my YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification, scroll down, check out my last few videos, and I will see you all in the next one.